I am very pleased with that. And there we go, it does in fact light one of those LEDs up. Well, recently we had a couple of LED bulbs break, and they're simple 9-watt things from Walmart. I took one apart, had a look at it, and I saw of course the LEDs there, but there's a transistor, there's a coil. I wonder if we can make a little wireless electricity system from a broken light bulb. When I took the transformer off the board, I then started to take the yellow tape off and realised that all the ferrite was cracked, and I thought, oh heck, what can I do here with this? And then I thought, well, ferrite wrapped in wire, I might be able to make a little LED that can receive the energy using it. So I wrapped 24 turns around one of those tiny little pieces. So that's going to be fun to see if it does work. But what won't work is the 51 GLP transistor, because it isn't one. It's actually an LED driver, so we do need a transistor. The next thing to do is to make a transmitting coil out of the wire itself that's on the transformer. I don't think there's going to be enough for coils about this size. This is the one we've been making recently. So I'm going to use this tube here of solder and wind one on that, 12 plus 12. And there we are, the coil is made. It was simply 12 turns around this, pull a little bit out for a centre tap, twizzle that together, that'll be the positive connection to the battery, then another 12, take it off there, and then put a couple of little spots of super glue on to keep it together. Now I've just got to add the transistor, which unfortunately we need because the other one wasn't a transistor. There we go, I've used a simple 2N3904, they're very, very common NPN transistors. And that's it for a test, may as well see if it works. And what we'll be using is a 1.5 volt AAA, which looks rather massive in comparison. I'll probably hold this rather than, normally I'd put magnets and they will stick to the battery, but I think I'll just hold this and we'll just see if it works. So here we are, got it in the fingers, and now I'll put it over the top. Oh, and look at this. It works absolutely fine. All these scrap bits together, and we've got a wireless electricity system. I am very pleased with that. So one thing I suppose next is that I've used a regular blue LED there. I should try and use one from the board, from the broken light bulb. Right, well, it was very difficult to take these LEDs off. You can see I've snapped a couple of them, but I thought, well, I'll try and attach a couple of wires and put that tiny coil on, and we'll see if it does work. And there we go, it does in fact light one of those LEDs up. So everything bar the transistor has come from that little circuit board in the broken light. Well, running that made me think, can it run these larger coils? Tiny little coil in there, so yes it can. Here's another one. There we go. Now the transistor could do with a resistor to the base, but we didn't have a resistor on the little board, so I think this has been quite successful really for what it is. Here's the circuit diagram. A quick note on the end, while the channel's unmonetized, I've joined up with Buy Me a Coffee, and thanks very much to Cougar JRV, Wild Church and Ben V for being the first members.